America off Jersey coast. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no cause for alarm. We have a minor problem in the boiler room, but everything is now under sound effects of a nuclear plant. Explosion splits the boat. Dr. Benway, ship's doctor, drunkenly added 2 inches to a 4-inch incision with one stroke of his scalpel. Perhaps the appendix is already out, doctor, the nurse said, peering dubiously over his shoulder. I saw a little scar. The appendix out? I'm taking the appendix out. What do you think I'm doing here? Perhaps the appendix is on the left side, doctor. That happens sometimes, you know. Stop breathing down my neck. I'm coming to that. Don't you think I know where an appendix is? I studied appendectomy in 1904 at Harvard. He lifts the abdominal wall and searches along the incision, dropping ashes from his cigarette. Get me a new scalpel. This one's got no edge to it. He thrusts a red fist at her. The doctor reels back and flats against the wall, a bloody scalpel clutched in one hand. The patient slides off the operating table, spilling intestines across the floor. Dr. Benway sweeps instruments, cocaine, and morphine into his satchel. Lower up. I can't be expected to work under such conditions. Dr. Benway pushed through a crowd at the rail and boarded the first lifeboat. All right, he says, seating himself among the women. I'm the doctor. I didn't feel at all comfortable. But, my first thought was, man, this guy's got to be heat.
William is like never sees anybody, never goes out, hates bodies, and lives completely enclosed life, you know.
William would make a great prisoner. You know, I mean, in solitary.
He bewilders me just even now. There's no one more, he's up there with the Pope, you know, you can't revere him enough, you know, he's the greatest mind of our time, you know.
But no shit about Burroughs unless you know him for a long time and through various crises to see how he responded, how he acted.
Well, Kerouac said that Burroughs was the most intelligent man in America. I probably remember.
As a young child, I wanted to be a writer, and I wrote descriptions of corn dances in New Mexico that were much praised by my English teachers. But it was many years before I came back to any intense I thought that they led very glamorous lives, living in Tangiers and smoking hashish and sniffing cocaine in Mayfair. It succeeded very glamorous and easy and pleasant life. It is a walking corpse, as they say, so it's maintained poisonously. Years later, Kim settled that account. When informed of her death, he said, well, it isn't every corpse that can walk, first can't. The boy is rotten clear through and he stinks like a polecat, Judge Barrett pontificated. Now this was true. When angered, aroused, or excited, Jim flushed bright red and steamed off a rank, ruddish animal smell. The child is not wholesome, said Mr. Kindheart with his usual restraint. Jim remembers his father's last words. Stay out of churches, son, and don't ever let a priest near you when you're dying. All they got a key to is the shit house. And swear to me you will never wear a policeman's badge. I never felt that I really belonged at all in the whole St. Louis social structure. There was something wrong there. Now this is Carter Wall. Now that's Dr. Sensen's old house. It was his wife who said about me that I look like a walking corpse. Years later, when I heard that she had died, I said it isn't every corpse that can walk, hers can't. I can divide my literary production into sets. Where, when, and under what circumstances. The first set is a street of red brick houses with slate roofs, lawns in front, and large backyards. The address is 4664 Pershing Avenue, and the house is still there.